Hey everybody, it is Saturday. I'm doing a late one today because I've kind of been in and out of the house, and I was in the car this morning and I was wanting to wait till a little later to record. And I had an opportunity to record earlier when I went to the store, but I knew I'd have to stop and start, and I didn't want to deal with that tonight. So we're doing our normal light in the face vlog. I think I've done this on multiple Saturdays now. And hopefully I'll be doing an underwater vlog tomorrow. We'll see. We're going to our friends tomorrow. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm actually getting water right now. For the wife and I, we need a couple of cases of water. So today I did my normal. If you guys follow my usual Saturday vlogs, I usually hit the two pawn shops in town, Best Buy and Staples and Radio Shack. The only thing I didn't make today was Radio Shack, and I hit everywhere else. And on my first stop was at the pawn shop, and they had basically what I needed, which was a projector screen that pulled up from the floor. So it's got a stand piece at the very bottom with feet that fold out, and you set it down, and it's got an arm that comes up. You lift the arm, you extend the arm up, and then you pull it up, and it's white, bright white. So when I do like story time and some other stuff, instead of having a background of like the inside of my house, we decided to do that white. That way I could bounce lights. So basically I should be able to mount a light either over the top of it or right on top of it and bounce it off the wall in front of me and back into it, and it should lighten it. I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit before I can start recording all that stuff. So, but it was $44. The cheapest one I found was from a guy in Austin, and they were $100. Well, $90. And so this actually worked out to be a great deal. And the employees at the pawn shop were like, "Crap, there's 2 or 3 of us that were planning on buying this today if it was still here." And I told them what I was using it for, and they were like, "Oh, that makes total sense to bounce the light off of it." So, and I have a projector. And if I get a bulb for it, we can always use it as a projector screen too. It won't be that big of a deal. So, and I think I'm going to get a different chair. I just don't know what I'm going to get yet. But I think I'm going to get a different chair. The chair I have is really old, and it came out of the state capitol for Texas. And so I don't know if I want to use it or not, or if I want to save it, and basically use it as decoration next to my desk. So I haven't gotten that far on deciding anything yet. I still got to finish everything, cleaning off the desk and getting all that organized, and then getting everything hooked up and getting connected to the internet and all that good crap. So besides that, I made another stop today at CVS, and I have a pair of Okabashis. If you don't know what they are, here's the name on them, and I'll put a link to their website. These things are insanely good sandals, and the thing I like about them most, besides the fact that they're all recycled materials, is that they fit really good. They have really good tread on the bottom, and when they get dusty and dirty from being in the backyard, I just go take a shower and leave them on, and I just use soap to wash them. And they're very durable. The last ones I had tore right here, but they were a couple of years old already. And so these do have a 2-year warranty. If there's any problems with them, you mail them back and they mail you another pair, which is pretty cool. And then they take the old ones and they recycle them. They cut them up and start over and melt them down and remold it. So it's pretty cool. But I have another pair, but this is the style that I like the most, and they just happen to have them at CVS, and I figured they would. And it's got some weird arch support. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's one there and one inside there, and it basically massages the crap out of your foot. The other ones I've got don't fit very good for me. I don't know why, and the heel, it makes my heel hurt, and these don't. I tried these on at the store. I was walking around in them, and I love them. They're the best. I'll put a link in the description. And you can sometimes get them at CVS. I've even seen them at H-E-B and Walmart of all places, but mostly just for women. And then, of course, you can order them online, and if you order them straight from the company, you're better off anyway, because then you can pick what style. When you go to Walgreens or CVS, somewhere like that, you're just kind of limited to whatever they have there. Because I know they have these in brown and blue, and I think one other color, maybe white. And the only ones I've ever seen are black in the stores. So it's not like you can get every color unless you go online and get them. So after that, I ended up at Larry Land Music, which is where we live. It's a little music store, and Larry was out of town, but Ben, who is great, he was there, and we were talking, and I just happened to notice in a corner they had what we think is a 63 Silvertone. I'm trying to think of what the number designation is on it. But it's people that know guitars will have seen these before. It's basically a single pickup guitar. It's like a 3/4 scale, so there's only 18 frets instead of 22. And it actually has a tube practice amp built into the guitar case. And when I was a kid, my dad got one, and he took lessons and tried to learn, and he used to play it for me and stuff, and I always enjoyed that guitar, and sometimes he'd let me play with it, and I remember that. And then we were moving out of a house, and we went back to go get some stuff, and the landlord's workers went in there and stole it. And so that's been since I was probably, I don't know, I was a kid when that happened. He had it quite a long time, and then that happened. And later we figured we found it in the pawn shop. But this one's identical to the one my dad had, and they wanted $500, so I'm still trying to work on the wife. You know, I know I have a lot of guitars, and you know, unfortunately I really like guitars, and I've tried not to buy another guitar, and I don't think I've bought one. Yeah, it's been a long time since I bought one. I think the ukulele is the last thing I bought, and before that I was given this other guitar that I still need to take apart and work on, that I don't have. I have 2 of them that need repair. I just haven't gotten to them yet. And then before that, it was probably my Dean Yellow Devil, and that was 2011, I think, is the last time I bought a guitar. And then since then, I've gotten a couple given to me, and then the ukulele. But those things go up in value so quick, and that the amp that's in the case is the rare one. It's the hard one to find. And so I really, really, really wanted it. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you want things and you can't afford them, and you just have to live with it. It just is what it is. And I think probably now we can't afford it, so it's not like a priority. Like, I'm going to, like, be really mad and be like, I can't believe I didn't get that and all that. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and that's the way I feel about guitars. I do my best when I see something that I really think that I want, that I'll enjoy, and I'll try to find a way to make it happen. And if I don't, I don't. That's just how it is. But you know, this guitar is more sentimental to me than the playability. And Ben played it today for me, and I have to say that little guitar with the single pickup blew my mind. It definitely reminded me of when my dad had his. This one's all original. It's missing one knob, and he said there's a local guy that's got an extra knob for it. And then it's missing the foot switch, which I'm not really worried about it, because the foot switch, I think, just switches between 2 guitars, 2 inputs. The thing is really crazy how it's set up, but it's got the original tubes in it, and it needs some cleaning on the potentiometers, the pots. Like, the volume's a little scratchy and it needs to be cleaned. But it's an amazing guitar, and like I said, the big thing for me is that it reminds me of being a little kid. You know, it takes me back to sitting in my parents' bedroom on the bed and listening to my dad practicing guitar. So that was the early 80s, I think, is when he got that. I'll have to check with him, but I think it was early 80s. And so that definitely brought me back today, getting to play with it and listen to Ben play, because Ben plays really good. And that thing's so bluesy, and he plugged it into another amp, and the guitar is just has this amazing way of just channeling the blues. It's crazy. So anyway, that's basically all I did. I'm getting the wife and I some water now, and we're going to chill at the house. We were going to go see World War Z, but I think we're going to wait, since I think this was opening weekend. I think we're going to wait and go see it next weekend at Alamo. That way we can eat dinner and all that and go to the movie, and it hopefully won't be as crowded. So other than that, got nothing going on right now. I'm still planning out all my other channel stuff, and now that I got my other piece, I just got to clean up the desk now and get everything set up, and then I can start recording again. My story time and all that. And I've got a couple of stories that I'll talk about. And there's some that aren't very long, and I thought about, well, I'll just double them up. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just post 2 if they're really short for the day. So, and then my Frank Presents channel, I'm still digging through some old videos that I have of stuff, and I may start posting those up there just randomly whenever I find all these videos. So, and it's stuff I just recorded with the phone or whatever. So, anyway, that's all I got for today. Hopefully everybody had a good Saturday. Mine was pretty good. Now I'm ready to relax and maybe play a little Minecraft and surf the internet a little bit, and then go to bed. We're going to our friends tomorrow, so like I said before, if you like the videos, hit the like button. It only takes a second. Doesn't even take a second. It takes like a millisecond. And if you like the channel, subscribe to it. If you don't, you don't. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is what it is. And I go through and watch other people's vlogs, and there are very few that just do a live cut. And I actually like the live cut, but I like the other one where they cut it and paste it. It seems like it's longer. But so far I like this format, and we may change it up in the future, who knows. But hopefully you enjoy the videos, and I am starting to put more links in the descriptions when I talk about stuff. That way you guys can go check stuff out. So anyway, have a very good Saturday night. If you go anywhere, be safe, and I will see you tomorrow.